Grantsville Lions Club was formed in 1947, and it followed an earlier club that was formed in 1927, but only lasted about 10 years. It was interesting in that early club, the 1927 club, one of their main aims was to help people raising chickens. How they worked with the extension service and they were getting a road, what's now Route 16. They politically and with actual physical labor to get an improved Route 16 from St. Mary's all the way through to Clay County, and several organizations were working on that. And when they got the road, they called it paved, it was tar and gravel, chipped. And when they got that completed through here, the St. Mary's Rotary Club came over and they had a big dinner to celebrate. The club has a variety of service activities. We have a variety of fundraisers. We sell everything we can think of, but especially, typically, Lions Club, mops and brooms. And we have assorted fundraisers. Our main ones are bingo at the Wood Festival, which is coming up in 1st of June, and at the Arnoldsburg Molasses Festival in September. We set up our tent and play bingo several nights, and that is our main fundraiser. We take in several $1,000s with that. Then we have our own monthly bingos here. People in this area just love to play bingo, and that projects we're involved in are typical of what Lions do, but a little more so for us because we're the last service organization left in the community. The various women's clubs, the various men's clubs have all folded, and we're it. And so if anybody in the community needs something, a physical labor or donation or something, they come to us, and we're happy to take care of things as we can. We do the typical glasses, eye exams, and do several of those every year. We help youth groups at schools. We help scouts, of both boys and girl scouts. We have high school students in activities. We help pay for trips places. We help pay for scholarships. We've done that almost since we started in the late 40s, have college scholarships. It's been one of our big funding projects. We help school groups with things they're doing, and if they need a donation to help them go somewhere or buy something, then we're doing that too. And community youth activities, we provide our Leo. We have a Leo lion costume, and he or she, whoever's inside it, hands out Halloween treats. We do that every year, and the children, most of them, absolutely love it. Sometimes they're a little afraid of Leo. Then at Christmas time, we line up the community Christmas parade. We provide Santa and his treat at the courthouse, and that's one of our big activities. We also line up the Wood Festival parade. That's a major operation to get it off and coordinate with the law enforcement agencies and the fire departments and so on. It's a pretty big parade, and we take care of that for the community. We always help the library. Right now we're paying their flood insurance because where they're located, the Little Canal River has gotten up and they have to buy flood insurance, which is a monster for a non-profit place like the library. They'd rather buy books. Why do we do it? Because we enjoy helping other people. We enjoy being out in the community. There are things that make a community operate, and a lot of these volunteer kinds of activities really, other than just people living in a place, they really help a community become something. Why I became a Lion? Well, I was asked several times. You have to ask people, and if they say no, ask again. Well, I said no several times, even though my father was in Lions Club and my grandfather and my father had been held several offices, been in Lions quite a bit. And they'd ask me every once in a while, "You going to join that Lions Club in Grantsville?" I said, "Oh, when I get some time." Well, you'll never have time. You might as well just go ahead. So this fine fellow, older gentleman, he'd asked me several times, and he finally said, he gave me a application for the third time or fourth time. I said, "Fill this out. You need to be a Lion. The Lions need you." And I said, "They need me?" Because I knew many of the people around. I said, "I don't know what I could do." So why did I join Lions Club? Pressure for one thing. It kept bugging me. And once I did, have absolutely no regrets. I really enjoy it. The camaraderie in the meetings, the actual fun things when we're out landscaping a place and picking up trash or whatever we're doing, even if it's hard work, we feel good. It's a good group to be with. An activity that our club agreed to do, even though we sort of had misgivings about it, we'd never done it before, was help a person get hearing aids. And it was a long, involved process. It took months. We fouled things up once or twice, and the person kept going, didn't matter. We said, "Hey, I gotta fill all this out again." And when she got her hearing aids, I met her in the store one day, and she said, "This has changed my life." She had really hearing loss over a period of years and years and years, and didn't think she could do anything about it. And she gave me a hug and thanked me, and I've seen her several times since then. And she said, she'd point to her, and I talked to her sons periodically, see them on the street or somewhere, and I'll say, "How's your mom doing?" She said, "Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, it's wonderful." And of course that happens to people that get glasses too, but this particular project was new to all of us. And you could tell from her children and from herself that it changed her life. And so I don't know if the Lions Club is in business of changing lives, but at least we're trying to help. So that meant personally to me wonderful. Every time I think about her or see her, wow, we really did something.